Yo, what's going on, guys? Chris Barner here, Overtime Athletes. I want to put together a new series for you, breaking down as simple as I possibly can into how to sprint faster or run faster, if you will, for your sport, or if you just want to do it in general. To kick things off, I think it's very essential that we start by understanding the mechanics, right? It's not so much for you as a athlete. I could sit here and say, okay, you have to get stronger in the gym, or you have to perform this drill. But really what I need, and what I see the biggest hurdles of me overcoming when I'm teaching an athlete to sprint faster, and even for myself, was to understand what I'm actually performing and understanding that I'm performing two different movements as I perform a sprint, right? So the first thing that I want to break down, and for you guys to understand the concept of, is acceleration, and what drills you need to be performing when you're accelerating. Not only what drills you need to be performing, but understanding and how to correct your own technique and form. So to simplify this as much as possible and keep this short for you guys, to go over the mechanics of acceleration, and I'll go over top speed in the next video, but to go over mechanics and acceleration, what you need to understand is basically, even from the start, if we're coming all the way back down to the start, is having what I like to call a positive shin angle. And all that means is essentially physics, right? So when I have a positive shin angle, my shins are actually leaning or down towards the ground. And what this allows me to do, instead of upright, is it allows me to push back down into the ground, right? Because I'm coming from a dead stop, and I want to get to as fast as I can. That's why often when you see like sports cars, they say 0 to 60 in how much time. Because usually what they want to know is how fast can that car get to 60. That's all acceleration is, right? Especially in the human body. So what we need to do is set up our biomechanics so that we're getting from 0 to 60 as fast as we possibly can. And by doing that, we want to ensure that our shin angle is low so that we're stabbing back down into the ground. That's why you see some of the best sprinters obviously having a positive or a forward lean, if you will, as opposed to upright and trying to cycle right off bat. So the first thing that you need to understand in the simple mechanics is, if you think of yourself running up a hill, right? If I'm going to run up a hill, there's no possible way that I'm going to be upright. I'm actually going to have a forward lean in my torso and in my shins, and I'm going to be stabbing at the ground every single time as opposed to cycling up it. So if you think about it, just to start off, guys, what we want to do and understand the mechanics is we're actually producing force through the glutes and driving every single time to propel ourselves forward. I want to keep my shoulders over my toes and drive through each and every time and keep that torso until we go into the transition phase where we're actually coming up in the top speed. So just to keep it simple for today, just want you guys to understand mechanics of acceleration. We're stabbing back down into the ground, producing force. I'll come at you next time with lesson 2 for top speed.